Hi everyone, this is Abbe Chane with Keller Williams Realty in Vero Beach, Florida, and welcome to Friday Fitness at 5. I hope you all had a great week, and I am so excited to demonstrate 5 leg exercises. 2 weeks ago, I did upper body. Today, I'm going to do lower body. So the first exercise I'm going to show you is what we call side leg lifts. Really targets the abductor, which is the side muscle. So basically, you want to get down on your elbow. Make sure your elbow is right underneath your shoulder. Okay, and you can put both hands down on the floor. You're going to flex your foot, which means you want your toe pointed towards your knee. You're going to lift that leg right to your hip. Come on down, but try not to touch the resting leg. I would like you to do 25 reps on your left leg. Then you're going to go ahead and turn, making sure your elbow is right in front of your shoulder, flexing your right foot, and you're going to do 25 leg lifts on your right. Then you're going to take a 10-second break. You're going to repeat that sequence again, but you're going to do 25 3 times. That's going to be a total of 75 leg lifts. Again, if you can't get to 25 and you only do 10, that's wonderful. Your body, your mind doesn't know how many, the muscle doesn't know how many you're doing, but your mind does. So don't worry about how many you could get. The second exercise we're going to do is just your basic squats. So you're going to have your feet shoulder width apart. And what you do is when you come down, I want you to place all the weight on the heels of your feet. You don't want to go forward towards your toes because then all the weight is going to go towards your knees and that's going to hurt your knees. So pretend you're sitting on a chair. Okay, take your hips to the back. My chest is lifted. I'm going to squat to where my knees are, and then I'm going to come up and I'm going to squeeze my glutes. So it looks like this: down and up, down and up. If you want, you could also pick up your toes, which will help you to place all the weight in the heels of your feet. Okay, so I want you to do 25 reps of that. The second one is to target your glute. We're going to separate your feet a little bit more, and we're going to do what we call a squat and alternate bringing one knee up. So here's my squat. As I come up, I'm going to bring that right knee up. I'm going to squat. Many times I like to place my hands in the front of me, so this way I can hit my arms with my knees. And I try not to lean too much onto the other leg. So again, the weight in the heels. And what I want you to do is I want you to do 25 of these each leg. And if you could do 3 sets of that, fine. If not, do what you can do. The third exercise we're going to do is what I call a side squat. You're going to just take your right leg out, squat, come to the center, left leg out, squat, come to the center. Right leg out, squat, come to the center. And again, every time I do my squats, I always have my weight on the heels of my feet. So let's just go back and count up how many exercises we have. The first exercise was side leg lifts. The second exercise was regular squats. The third exercise was squat, knee up, squat, knee up. The fourth exercise was side squats with a tap in between. And the fifth one is going to be a plie squat, which really targets now your inner thighs. The first exercise, we targeted the outer thighs, and now we're going to do the inner. So you want to go ahead and spread your feet. You want to have your toes facing to the opposite walls. When you do a plie squat, all you're going to do is come straight down, having your knees go over your ankles, and then come back up again. So many times I'll have my arms to the front, or I'll have my arms over my head, or I'll just have my hands on my hips. Don't worry so much about the arms, as it's really important to perform the exercise correctly. Notice how I'm just going straight down, straight up. What we want to avoid is leaning forward while doing these plie squats. So once again, let me just go through all those 5 exercises, trying to do 25 reps for each exercise 3 times. If you can't get to 25, because when you're working your legs, your heart rate's going to go up because your body's going up and down, up and down. So take a little bit longer of a rest in between each one. Don't forget to drink a lot of water in between each one. So the first exercise I demonstrated, we were lying on our side and we're doing leg lifts. 25 each leg, 3 times around. Then we stood up, placing all the weight in your heels of your feet. We did regular squats, 25. Then what we did is I separated my feet a little bit more. We did a squat, bringing the knee up, having your arms out in front of you. 25 each leg, 3 times around. Then we did a side squat with a tap up. 25 each leg, 3 times around. And then the last exercise we did was a plie squat, making sure your toes are out to the side. So without further ado, everybody, again, if you want to leave me a comment telling me how great your workout was, we really appreciate it because other people read the comments and you really inspire others. So without further ado, once again, my name is Abbe Chane with Keller Williams Realty of Vero Beach, Florida. And maybe you know someone who wants to sell a house or buy a house. Please consider Abbe Chane as your agent. And without further ado, happy Friday Fitness at 5!